Hello everyone, welcome to Ant Mermaker. In this video, I'm going to be moving my lasius niger colony, or my second lasius niger colony, into a vivarium with loads of nature, which I'm going to have to improve in the future, because now looking back at it, it looks horrible. So I'm just taking some last video footage of this queen, because I don't think I'll ever see her again unless I see her during the move, but otherwise it's almost impossible. This queen was caught in the July of 2020, and yes, I know this colony is quite small for being around that long. I made a lot of beginner mistakes on them, such as checking up on the queen too much, like every day or twice a day, and it was way too much. Then I tried to release her when she had large larvae. That failed when one of the queens that I tried to release died, took her inside to hibernation. Anyway, next year she had finally got workers, and I accidentally drowned them, so loads of workers died. And then another flood had happened to the colony, which killed a bunch as well. So please be careful with your colony and don't make the mistakes I did. I'll probably make a video on all the mistakes I've made and the mistakes you shouldn't make. And I know I did not go over how to make the terrarium. I will do that in the future, but I will go over how to escape a terrarium. I mean, I already have. Or how I went and did it. But I'll go over how to do this one as well, since it will look a lot more beautiful in the future once I do it. On this time lapse, there's loads of action. It is just going crazy, as they almost looked like a little stressed for the amount of exploring they did. It was amazing. I like how the old setup has changed quite a lot since it started. It started with no holes, those all tunnels, now tons, and they've just uplifted the sand. It's amazing. But now there'll be a new setup with some new cool critters. I found that my lasius niger colony tends to explore new places like a lot before settling down, and this time was no exception, and it was exploring like hell. Next morning I came to them and found that they were digging already. This was amazing. They were already constructing their nest. So quickly, they moved in almost immediately, like the flavus in my first ever video, or first ever edited video. My other videos were horrible because I never edited them, they were just terrible. No scripts, no nothing. On this little time lapse through the digging action. Yeah, this is really cool. see I put in a mealworm, but they've been refusing it. They've been refusing all protein until I gave them fruit flies. But I've got no fruit flies. I need to buy a fruit fly farm from Wakushi. But if there's no discount at AntsCon, I will buy them now, because honestly, they're desperate for protein. Anyway, I came to them later and found that they had already started moving brood. On this clip, they honestly look like they're stressed. They probably are, because they need to get their brood into their nest ASAP. This is honestly really quickly, such as lasius flavus ants. These lasius niger ants move them really quickly. I mean, sometimes they take weeks, even months to move in. I mean, Ants Scandinavia's Polyrhacus leathergarter colony never moved into their setup, even after 6 months, so he just moved them into this ant-kit acrylic nest. So it's really cool that both of my colonies have moved in very quickly. It must mean it's almost optimal conditions for them to move, if they're willing to move so fast. The ants had been moving so much brood, it was crazy. I mean, the queen must have been laying like a machine, because I saw tons of eggs. This move is going amazingly, and this colony. But then, I saw it. A poor flavus worker, crawling on the rim of her island from a carrier. I'm glad I did not put water on there. But boy, I was not scared at first. I thought she had just been exploring, but then I realized it. The most horrifying thing, she had little red dots on her. My heart dropped. I realized this was the same soil that I used for my flavus and my lasius niger ants. I rushed and looked at the lasius niger ant setups. My heart was in my throat. They had mites too. What if this colony would die? This was so scary. What do I do? I don't think I got any video footage of them, but some of them had mites. This was terrifying. Too scary to be true. I'm very glad I was able to get the predatory mites to kill off the parasitic mites, because they could have died. It's really scary when this kind of stuff happens. I was honestly quite scared. I'm just very glad they're okay right now. I love making videos about colonies moving into new setups. I mean, it's really cool, right? Just watching all the brood being moved, watching the queen being moved. I think it's amazing. But then who comes flying across the vivarium? None other than Usain Bolt's queen. This was spewed instantly. Wow! The next morning, I went to check up on them and took the container out, only to find ants inside the container. Not all of them, only like 2 or 3. They probably decided that they were still going to live in here, but I was not putting up with that. Anyway, yeah, it became apparent it was going to be quite hard to get the ants out. I actually, just going to go over how I did this, I did not film it, by the way, no. It was hard enough without filming. Basically, I had to tip the whole soil area out, then catch all the ants, which took some time, as you may think. Yeah, luckily there was no brood in there, but I was able to get all the ants out. I was able to get the ants into the vivarium, and they were fine. And then I washed the container, and it was perfect. Okay, so if you enjoyed the video, you can like and subscribe. If you don't want to, then don't. So then I'll see you in the next ant keeping video. Bye!